Hello boys, it is Orca with another high level Halo Wars commentary on this channel.
I would like an all-in build, to
This
be
time
honest.
I'm playing with a big hug monster versus Ajax, Extreme and Hysterically. All these three players are really good players in my opinion. And we're gonna see why. Marines are really good on that map, and you guys gonna see why. But the big issue is that it's gonna get played versus me, and I'm scouting that. That's why I'm trying to make the rebel shooting my chopper. That the rebel is fighting the turret to stop the turret with the rebel. That's how you try. That's how you usually do it when you see it coming. Otherwise, it's really hard to stop it. Yeah, but even then, you saw it. The turret is still up. The barracks are building. It's not cool for me. It's absolutely not good for me. And the color player most likely have the money any time. So I'm trying to stop it to get my brood in here, fighting the turret. But the barracks are getting up. What can I tell you guys? Yeah, we play versus the Prophet, and I think Big Hawk Monster has a forge, and I'm pretty sure like Extreme has a cutter. With a cutter to execute it like that, it is the most easy way. A forge, heavy supply pad costs 20, costs 225. That's why he didn't have the early money to build a turret and two barracks and yeah. And then Anders don't have solid backup because the Anders doesn't have the upgraded base to build more pads on it really quickly. That on paper is the reason why color is the best to do it with. And I'm defending it pretty well-ish in my opinion. I'm killing a lot of flamers. And yeah. And for my and I do hope like Extreme doesn't have his own hook. But I'm pretty sure the Prophet is taking his hook as well. Otherwise the Prophet would have been early on offense in my opinion. And in that case, the other guys have 3 hooks, we only have 2 hooks. And I'm forced to play defense. If I'm gonna have like 4 to 5 marines on my base, not the best idea. Yeah. You can argue that, I mean, going on offense with the Prophet, he only has to play owner guards, is also not the best idea. And factory 5th raids. Yeah, I mean, then you don't have the money to build any more broods. And honestly, you need to have the pelican where you get your broods in. Otherwise, it is really hard to defend. I mean, it is hard to defend with the turret and with the pelican stuff thingy over here. You guys see that? And my turret is also upgraded, so and that was like quite painful that my brood didn't get in over there. Otherwise, I think I actually could have solid defended by myself. Yeah, Picard going straight into tanks, giving no fucks about me, honestly. Probably anticipating that the Extreme is going Marines, and we already know that Hawks are not the best idea versus Marines. If the Marine guy has a specific amount of Marines. Most likely the double amount on the Hawks. And he also was probably anticipating that I'm gonna get Hall Rush, because I was forced to play defense versus the Marines. Now we see the Marines in action. The only good thing is, like, Big Huck is a forge. He was untouched straight away, and had the option to go straight away into tanks. Indeed means like the tanks are rolling, baby. Tanks are rolling. And I'm trying to get more turrets up by myself. It is really hard though. It is really hard. The card also with a greedy expansion. Yeah, I mean, on paper, I would say it's quite even, because they use a lot to put work on me. And my shield get up, which is insanely good. So I'm expecting that, I mean, I already scouted with the flag glitch that we're gonna see a summit from hysterically. So I know I have to build that. Sneaky Spartan catch-off. Can work if you don't have Kenny. But on that case it also can work if you use your Kenny. Yeah, quite lucky that it didn't get to the point that he's stealing our tanks. Versus stuck tanks it is pretty easy to... Or what means pretty easy? It is doable, not easy. I would say it's easy if you have the adrenaline upgrade and there's only 1 or 2 tanks on the field. Then I think like easy is the correct word to say it. But on the other hand, probably not. First Swamps out. Extreme need to transition into tanks, because on the point when Kenny pops in, Marines are not working anymore. You could argue that if you have a pressure on the tank guy and he got Kenny, he only got 1 Kenny tank out, you are on the VDs, rocket baby, but otherwise, not the best idea. I'm going for a double summit, because I realize 5 benches are on the field right now. Even 8, 9. At least too much for my 3 maps. They are building terminals on my hook again, stopping my second summit. They're actually doing a lot of stuff to keep me down. But for me, being the meat shield, I can live with that. It is respectful if you have a game and you're getting hit every time. I think it's not disrespectful, I think it is respectful. And honestly, like, hitting the brute is also like the correct way to play that specific matchup, so whatever. But they actually forced Big Huck Monster to build a few Wolverines, so good stuff. I honestly, like, with that, At that early expo, Big Hug's never getting out of the game. I think also Big Hug Monster is that kind of guy, he will not down tech in that specific case. Yeah. In that specific case, so it is actually fine for me. Yeah, but honestly, like, the game is pretty soon over. We scouted that Extreme Trainer Expo, which indeed he can't. The Cubby base is under attack. Quite a bit stripped right now, and the game is literally over at that point. I would say I did a quite well job defending on that heavy pressure Extreme did to me. And Extreme can pull it off, so it is very scary on that specific map to play versus Extreme when he has color, because most likely versus Rico player, he can pull it off anytime, no problem for him. He's actually a good player and I like him. So that was the game. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I see you guys in the next week and to another high level Halo Wars commentary on this channel.